Good evening, everyone. Namaskar, namaste to all of you. Distinguished our Vice Chancellor, Sri Praveen ji, and in fact, I don't want to name all the dignitaries here, all the college, what do you say, like professors and all the faculties, and all my dear friends, my students of my great institution, great college. Now it's not only college, it is a university, I heard. First of all, let me apologize for coming here, coming to this campus after 50 years, 50. I left the campus. I have got some of my colleagues also here. Ivan Pinto is here. He was my classmate right from BSc to MSc Mysore. So similarly, we must be having some good old friends and colleagues here. So first of all, at the outset, let me thank Dr. Father for your warm welcome and inviting me here. It's my great honor and pleasure to be in this greatest institution of Bangalore. After coming, as I said, half a century. So there was such a, I don't know how I missed out, nor even the college missed out, so that we are coming. It's a really wonderful occasion for me. See, basically I was very fond of this institution. The day during my college days here, I had a fantastic time, and I was always proud to be a Aloysian, always proud to be Aloysian. So that time, getting a seat in Aloysius College was a not easy thing. It was great, you need that kind of academic background. So unless you are a first class student, first class passed out from SSC, it was not possible to get a seat here. So I was the lucky one to get a seat here. I don't know how to express my feelings here. Coming, lot of things have changed. Many things have changed. I have yet to see the entire campus to gauge what kind of changes have happened. I mean, this building is new. The old building we entered was there where we studied. I was a science student, as already mentioned when they introduced. So we studied I was into physics, chemistry and mathematics. Of course, mathematics was not my very favorite subject. I was very fond of chemistry. I had a passion for chemistry, So the passion led to this kind of, whatever he mentioned, like big two industries. Everything started from a small test tube here. Very small, 10 ml or 25 ml test tube. The chemistry I studied from here. It started from a test tube. I still remember the laboratory there, chemical laboratory. Still I am smelling that, ammonia and all those chemicals. Someday, of course, that building is not there. So I would like to visit all those laboratories also. That was my passion. That was my love for chemistry, those days. See, after, I will say love for chemistry, I will just give you an example of, the passion, how it was. So, after completing BSc from here, I wanted to pursue post-graduation, further education. So, initially, I applied for Mysore University, Manasa Gangotri MSc. I didn't get the call. Those days there was no mobile phones or telephones or, communication was very poor. So I was waiting for the call from Mysore to get a seat in the MSc post-graduation chemistry. Meanwhile, I got a BSc, which was started just in Derlakatte it started. I joined there, but I was not interested to pursue in physics. So I waited. One day I got a letter from Mysore University, Manas Gangotri, that you come for the interview or for the admission. But unfortunately, it reached me 2 days later. 2 days later, because of the postal delays and all that. So I thought, let me try. Immediately, the same night, I took the bus to Mysore. So reached there to get into Mr. Ivan knows. We had a very, I knew that probably they may not take me because I was 2 days late, which was none of my faults. I got the letter only that day, and same night I took the bus, and next day morning I reached there. There was a head of the department, Dr. Sankhya Gowda, if you still remember. Dr. Sankhya Gowda was a US educator. He had such a long degree and a very, very strict person. And we had, during those days, we had our principal, Mr. Raskinya, Father Raskinya was there. He was very strict. Similarly, we had, I saw one gentleman there, head of the department, was very strict. So when I went there to get the admission, he said, gentlemen, you are late by 2 days. I said, sir, none of my fault. I got the letter yesterday only. He said, it is none of my fault also. We already admitted somebody else. How can you take? How can we take you? So somehow I requested, but he said nothing doing. He's a very, very strict person. Nothing doing. The vacancy, all the seats are full. It's given to somebody else. You can as well go back. But I was not to leave it at that. So again, in the afternoon, I went there. Again requested him. He shouted at me. I told you, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಉಪದ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ. So I said, sir, I am very much keen to join your institute. I want to pursue my MSc in chemistry. So he said, no, not possible because it's already filled up. So I didn't come back. Next day morning again I went. I postponed my return bus to next day night. Next day morning I went. Again requested him, sir, apologize for the delay because I got the letter late, but please. He said, ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಂದು ಉಪದ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಅಂತ. ಆದರೂ ಬಿಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. Again went in the afternoon. I had a bus in the night. I again went in the afternoon. I prayed all my deities. Let me get a seat. Invoke the blessing of my deities. So evening I again went. Sir, knocked at his door. He said, my God, you are after me. He called his office manager. Ivanonu ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. See, here we have certain things in life, what I call patience and perseverance. Never give up hope. Never lose hope. Always keep trying. If there is a passion for something, if there is a love for something, you have to pursue it, then one day you will achieve this. That was one example I learned from that. And then, of course, I got admitted and pursued this thing. Ivan was there with me, and rest is history. So, whatever I wanted, the passion, whatever you love to do, whatever education or your interest, if you pursue it with a desire, a burning desire to succeed, that is what is required. Whether it is in studies or in your career or in your whatever field you are, a burning desire to succeed, that is very much required. That is one of the examples I learned in my life, that unless you have that, if you have that burning desire, you will succeed. So I pursued the chemistry, then went to Mumbai. That time I was getting job in some bank also I tried, because those were the time when everybody used to get into bank easily. So our Mangalore and South Canara being the hub of banks, several banks. So there was opportunity, but I then thought maybe it's not my interest getting into bank after having done post-graduation in chemistry. So I left and went to Western India was the hub of all these chemical industries. So I went to Mumbai, which is the center of all these chemical industries. So both sides, Gujarat and Maharashtra area. So I pursued with some jobs, one in rubber chemicals, another is in dyes and intermediates, third one is into agrochemicals, fourth one a German company into multinational company into pharmaceuticals. So I had a variety of experience and expertise, both in the entire gamut of the industry, technicalities of quality control, research and development, and then hardcore manufacturing. So I got more exposure to manufacturing side from the industry, how to produce. As I said, from where it started as a test tube baby, here it grown into a big, reactor scale. Initially, we started off with one agrochemical intermediate. The company's name was Heranba Industries Limited, which what I started with a small intermediate, which was largely imported from China. So it was a import substitute those days. So we got success in that, and we went into forward integration into its end products, and right up to the ready to use formulations required with the farmers. So today we have a network across India, supplying our branded products all over India into various brands. More than 100 products we have. So if you see the manufacturing setup, I started small. So today we have more than 600 chemical reactors, of each reactor more than 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 liters. As I said, it started from the laboratory here, test tube from here, and then went into 10 different sites now. In Gujarat, largely into Gujarat, our head office is in Mumbai. And Gujarat, we have 9 factories, and in Maharashtra, we have 1. So totally around 10 factories with more than 600 chemical reactors with all its accessories, heat exchangers, columns, condensers, receivers, tanks, everything. So full-fledged chemical factory. And we do a lot of chemical reactions there, practically. So as I said, I worked in laboratory, R&D centers, then quality control, manufacturing. I know A to Z of the chemical industry, how anything is produced. And practically we carry out many chemical reactions, some hazardous, less hazardous, and do all the environmental care also, giving the due environmental care. So we are both into agrochemicals and pharmaceuticals also. We are doing bulk drugs and intermediates into that. We export our products to more than 60 countries, including China. So that is a thing what we have achieved. And today I am here, back to where I learned the chemistry. All the chemistry, the credit goes to where I started from here, from the laboratory and from the classrooms. All my great professors, Mr. Dr. I don't know whether he was Dr. Lesrado, then Sri Rambhat, Shantaram, then Somyaji, and I don't recollect all the names. So, and Mr. K.V. Rao, physics. So we had a very typical department there into physics and chemistry. So I was I learned all those things here only. Everything started from here. So I am always grateful to this great institute, which in my time, this was a very well-known educational institution in the entire South. I mean, I am not praising unnecessarily, but it is a fact that everybody was craving to get a seat in St. Aloysius College because of the discipline, because of the teaching skills, because of the faculty was very, very good. And in our time, as I said, Father Raskinya was there, LF Raskinya was there. I was very fond of him because he was very, very strict and this thing. Once he takes a round here, everybody chup chap. So such a authority, such a rigidity, strength he had. I think Dr. Praveen also must be similar kind of head here. So I presume that that same tradition, same culture is imbibed in all the faculties here. So I hope, I definitely wish that I will have more interactions in these great institutions. And today I see a lot of other activities other than education. It's more of extracurricular activities and wholesome expertise, wholesome, knowledge and expertise given to the young students. So that time, a lot of things have changed since then. We were only boys those days, only boys. So no girls were there. So that day I joked also. I won't tell now. Somebody came from your college, I think, to invite me. I said those days, we were only boys, unfortunately. But now you are, you are all the girls. Girls were there in the Agnes College. Some of the Shararati boys, they used to go there. I never went. Huh? They used to do chakkar there, Saint Agnes College. हाँ, एग्नेस वाले इधर नहीं आते थे, इधर वाले उधर जाते थे. So that kind of scenario was there. So you are lucky that all of you, all very lucky, all of you study together, work together, and it's a very complete, good atmosphere here. You have students from all walks of life, all over. So we used to travel from Kasaragod to here those days, So by train and all that. I stayed a couple of years in the hostel also. We had a nice hostel there. I don't know whether it is still there. Vegetarian hostel, yes. So it was nice talking to you. Maybe some other time I'll give some more insight into my industry and how we bridge the academics and the industry, where chemistry and industry, how they, build up. So my experience, because I did both the academics here and then chemistry built up in I will say successfully an empire into, as I said, we are listed company in the stock exchange. We have near about 1,500 crores turnover. And another company is also coming up, pharma. So that is also doing well. So it's all credit goes to my great institute where I studied all this. Thank you very much for inviting me. Even though it is after 50 years, better late than never. So it's my pleasure, it is my honor to be here and anticipating more interactions. Maybe I can interact with the students of my chemistry department, or more so into chemistry, where I can be specific about how chemistry can be transformed into industrial scale. So that's what we can interact and give my knowledge and experience. I think many of you are not born that time. My experience is more than your, age. Your age is more than less than my experience. So we have that kind of this thing. So thank you, sir. Thank you, doctor, very much, and all the faculty members for inviting me and giving me the opportunity and felicitating me here. So it's a great honor to be felicitated by your own institute. So I was so proud to be here. So all students, best of luck to you. Thank you very much.